the first category of my satisfaction should be more important than the second category. But no, I might be looking for the cost, but let's say everything under 70% discount, there's 2 or 3 million products, but I need specific. But I have to look at the price first. So that the 70% discount might be 10%, but then the features could be 70%, or the features could be 10%, but the quality has to be 90%. So you see, the actual manifestation will represent my satisfaction process. Okay, so this is a bit different. Now, this is the satisfaction levels. So any business or any, let's say, I like travel. Okay, so the satisfaction categories should be different than diving. But at the end, it's going to represent the satisfaction. So I can, through the manifestation of the satisfaction, at the satisfaction weight or and score of the categories and levels, I can recommend when you buy a tie where to go to vacation and having or meet a wife or something. Okay. So it starts here by giving the user start, restart, because once you change anything, it could be like restart. So the user start. The user start, his only feedback can be given over the categories and the levels by weight and score, weight and score. Weight and score for the levels, mathematical evaluation gives the satisfaction levels. Weight and score for the categories, mathematical evaluation gives satisfaction categories. But then I have two different responses here. The business satisfaction and the user satisfaction. And all of this, the web page represents the product satisfaction. So as we said, the process classification framework or the website contains the business satisfaction and the user satisfaction over the product satisfaction. Okay, is that understood? I mean, not really understood the meaning of it. Okay, because the web page, user website, it's basically all products. But here's products from the business perspective, and here's products from the user or agent of the product user satisfaction. Okay, so once you have done these, I could dynamically make this and this specifically for you or for a group or sector of satisfied users. Okay, so let's say I like diving and I want to listen to this presentation. And someone else likes, I don't know, music and want to listen to this too. So you listen to things here, but here is going to be about, for me, diving. For the other one would be songs or something. So individualization, okay, which makes a lot of headache for people. It's very simple, actually, very simple with this framework. So I gather the business satisfaction / product satisfaction and user satisfaction slash product satisfaction responses. So the responses here are over data from the business and the user. So all the data here will be given 1 in the sample selection, as we're going to see. But then the only they all like have syntax meaning. Satisfaction, quantitative products. But whatever you're going to hover on or click on will give the weight or the semantics for these syntax or quantitative elements or products. Okay, so whatever gonna have, we said it's gonna be sigma something times something. So if it goes on your website, it has 1. If you didn't click on it or even hover, it's gonna give a 0. So next time in recommendations, you might not have it. It's that intelligence and that fast in distinguishing satisfaction parameters, variables, requirements, life cycle, lifetime, quantitative, qualitative, as we have seen in the resources. So whoever have a click or a hover, we go to the FIS, normalization, FIW, weight. You're going to have the weight times the score. You're going to have the FIM, normalize it. So this is basically the user satisfaction feedback slash response. Mathematical evaluation, you're going to have the user framework. So the user framework will be inferred by the satisfaction framework of the business. Business e-marketing start slash restart, which is actually the agent satisfaction framework, assumed constant because the e-marketing employee of the business or the product satisfaction does not want to interfere with the user satisfaction because it's a performance evaluation methodology. Evaluation is like 0.7 times 0.7. That will give you 0.4 something. So it's really dramatic. But if it's 0.7 times 1, so, but this one is like semantics. It's not real, okay? Because anyhow, the business e-marketing employee will never give you 1%. It's like when a store tells you discounts up to 90%, and you go inside, find 2 pieces, 90%, the other is like 30% or something. So he tricked you by putting 1, but never 1. So user framework, the business framework, or business satisfaction framework, they multiply by each other to give you the frame satisfaction performance evaluation depending on the user. So this is strategic and ambiguous, but when you put these two together, it becomes strategic or achievable, as we said, achievable, linking, and deciphering in the last in the formulation, I think, sector. The sector before that. Okay, so now we're going to have this line is a feedback line, but this feedback line is not direct. It has to come from the business. But these two are direct, or this direct for this sector. And this one is for this sector too, levels. But the categories will be for the user levels, because the levels are basically product satisfaction. So I'm gonna give it maybe to all or both of them based on the levels of satisfaction. So I can have the user satisfaction categories based on the intentional manifestation of the achievable levels or achievable product satisfaction. So maybe if you say I want a 70% discount, I might give you 60% discount, but it's really close to your satisfaction. So you can squeeze your financial a little bit, but get the other satisfaction weights and scores of the categories or weights of scores of the levels of the user. Okay, go back. So we have the user, business, and fear each other to have achievable framework. Normalization, levels. Levels will be inferred by the satisfaction levels. Mathematical evaluation, user categories, normalization with the satisfaction user categories, and this is the satisfaction. This is like the operational, and this is like the strategic. Mathematical evaluation, I have the categories, union them, you have the overall satisfaction categories of the user in this case. So I could give feedback from the business to infer the website, or the user levels to infer the website, or the user categories to infer the website. Sorry. So now I could infer the product satisfaction by the business-wide vision, or the user levels, achievable and achievable categories. And then it's end, and I could then restart by changing my satisfaction levels scores, or satisfaction levels weights, or satisfaction categories weight and the satisfaction category score. So now the most important thing here is that I have the three main testators, participants, participants, which is the user, the product, and the business in one life cycle. And I can infer that okay, nobody's watching anyway. So this is, I can infer the quantitative satisfaction of the product with the both qualitative satisfaction of the environment. Meaning I have the three testators, the product satisfaction, the user satisfaction, the participants, the three participants, the user, the business, and the product. Or the testators, which are the user and the business. So I have the user and the business and the product as the testators, as the participants of the environment, which is the e-marketing environment in this case. I could represent them with the testators, which are the user and the business, which have the human interaction,